What is happening, all you beautiful people of YouTube? You are back with the Realpg for another MLB special. Today is Thursday. Take that back. It is Flex Friday, April 7th, guys. We're going to be jumping into some plays I got over on Prizepicks, but first would like to discuss the 3 links in the description section below. If you've not yet gotten subscribed to this channel, you're going to want to subscribe, especially for the playoffs and the MLB season. Hottest time of betting, and MLB is by far the strong suit. So get subscribed, hit the bell for the most up-to-date information on player injuries, line movements, anything like that in regards to the slate. All right, so the first link is going to be to my Discord. It is a group of about 1,500 like-minded individuals talking MLB, NBA, some NHL, some golf lately. So a little bit of everything, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. If you're curious about how we've been doing as a whole in the Discord, guys, you can come into the Discord trophy shelf, check it out. Just everyone drops their wins as of late. There has been a bunch, so feel free to come check that out in your own time. Other than that, guys, I've got links to all of your different research tools for the NBA. I am going to be putting up all the MLB research tools very soon. These are all free links, very good to help your research on your own. I do all of my YouTube videos I drop in here. I drop all my Patreon releases in here. So being a part of the Discord is very important. Second link is to the Patreon. 2 tiers, a base tier and all access VIP tier. Somebody had actually just been inquiring about what's going on. So real quickly, $20 for base tier, $40 for the all access VIP, difference being a handful of things. The picks are the same, okay? Top tier, you're getting around the clock access to me. I'm on the Discord literally 18 hours a day, Monday through Friday. You get to see anything I'm playing. You just need to ask. Excuse me. I will look up any plays that you guys have questions about, guys, and help you with them. You get the daily cheat sheets from props.cash. There's private live streams from time to time. If you're busy at work or with your kids or doing whatever and you don't have time to look at all the picks and read the descriptions, whatever, and make your decisions, you just want some lineups sent to you, I'll get them straight to your inbox. Basically, anything you need in top tier, within reason, I will accommodate. So, if you do decide to go top tier, though, very important, DM me after so I know who you are, because usernames do not match in Patreon and the Discord 99% of the time. So here's an example of what you're getting for the base tier. First looks, just a brief write-up on what I think about the slate and some picks. Nothing that has any detail really to it. This one I kind of just talked about where the lines came from, why I played the lines I did or why I gave the lines I did in that one. And then I dropped him just a little bit on my opening day, my updates for the Patreon, and my story as well. You can certainly check this out, read this if you'd like, and in your own, pause it when you do the playback of the video if you really feel like it. And then the final plays, gets a lineup, at least one. You generally get one with the first picks too, the first look picks, but I happen to have a lineup from the night before in it. So, but you generally get a set of picks with both the first looks and the final plays. So then the final plays are going to be more descriptive, giving you reason for why I'm taking the props I'm taking with numbers backing it. I'm a huge analytics person, so everything is based off the numbers, based off what I see on paper, and there's no gut instinct really. There's no, oh, I felt like this was a good play. It's none of that. If it's not there on paper, it's not happening. So that's basically what your base tier looks like. All Access does have an All Access VIP special chat. Got all sorts of sharps in here, guys, blazing in this top tier. So if this is something you're interested in, winning is something you're interested in, being a part of the top tier will get you that. Any questions, feel free to DM me. Last link, Thrive Fantasy. If you've not signed up over on Thrive yet, guys, I don't know what you're waiting for. So here's what's going on. You sign up with my promo code, capital letters, PG. Make a deposit of $25 or more, okay? They will match 100% up to $250. You deposit $250, you have $500 on your account. They don't have crazy 4x, 6x, 8x rollover. The rollover is 2x, literally. Just your bonus is what you're rolling over. You don't have to roll over any of your own money before you can withdraw. No tricks, nothing like that. So you deposit $25 or more, okay? Once you have money on your account, say you deposit the $25 minimum, you'll have $50 because they're going to match that $25. You make a bet of $1 or more. After you do that, come into the Discord and DM me letting me know, hey man, I signed up with your promo code, deposited $25 or more, and I made a bet. At that point, I verify it with Thrive, and once they do, I give you one of two things. Either a week of free Patreon to give it a shot, see what it's like, try it before you buy it, or I will pay you $10 back out of my own pocket just as a thank you for taking your time and coming over here, using my promo code. I don't expect anybody to do anything for free, and I love giving back to my community. So effectively, you'd be paying $15 for $50 on your account for Thrive. Or you can get a week's Patreon for free to see if it's something for you, which would be $10 value on a $40 Patreon. So with that being said, guys, those are the promotions I'm running right now. That's what's going on with my community. Let's hop into the picks. So I've got 4 for you that I feel real good about. Real good. Let's take a look at them and why. So these are going to be your 4 plays, or you can go with the hitter fantasy score if you prefer. I am playing both because I'm not going to chance one missing and the other hitting. Hopefully it's not a mix where 2 fantasy scores hit and 1 total base hits or something. If it happens, it happens, but I love these looks. So first, we're going to be looking at the under Nerfy in the Marlins and Mets game. Tyler McGill, Edward Cabrera. Strange one, kind of off first look. Why would I be taking that? But let's take a look at it. I don't know what's happened with the juice. I have not looked in hours, so I'm curious. Okay, so minus 115 to the under, or to the under 0.5 runs, minus 102 to the over. So juice is to the under, as expected. I was hoping it would be a little bit more, and as you can see, considerably on the money line, the Mets have some over money, so we're worried about the Mets side scoring, if anything. But here's what I'm going off, you guys. If we go over to props.cash, let me take a look at what we have for Nerfy rates. So Edward Cabrera is going to be the pitcher we're concerned about, more or less, because they have the overjuice towards the Mets side on the money line. If anyone's going to score, they firmly believe it's going to be the Mets. So on the road last year, Edward Cabrera went 6-1 in 7 games as far as not letting any runs score in the first inning. Okay, he had 14 total starts, so half of which came on the road, 86%. Half came at home. He finished 11-3. So he went 5-2 at home, 6-1 on the road on the season. Pretty solid Nerfy rate. If you look through these numbers, you're going to see 86%. What we're looking at for home is pretty solid. But here on the other side, McGill at home, where he is pitching tonight, 100% on the year, home and away, 8-1. 89%. This is probably as good as you're gonna get, when it comes to it, really as good as it can get without going, 9-1, 10-1, whatever. You're a big time starter and you play a lot of games. Stroman, 21-4. Insane Nerfy rates. 23-4 for Woodruff, So the probability, the Nerfy implied probability, 70.3% chance that this hits the under. That is insane, guys. When you're looking at prop bets, generally what you're going to see is probability is like if you're using, I don't want to even shill for them, but say you're using, I don't like this, their tools for what it's worth, but say you're looking at a DGF type plus EV optimizer, what's going to pop to the top is going to be the best prop to take, and it's normally going to be around 52 to 59% on the high, very high side. So when you're looking for value, like plus EV value, you generally don't see anything 60% or higher. You don't get that kind of room between the line and the projection. It's just not realistic. But here, 70.3%, that is insane. Granted, we did have one last night that was 79.1% between Blake Snell and Spencer Strider, and Blake Snell royally destroyed that one. So it is possible, despite having insane rates like this, that things will happen and it will go bad. But if you're going to be taking a nerfy, that would be the one to take. You could take something also if they offer it, like Zach Wheeler, Hunter Green, but this is now getting off topic. It's just another set of numbers I'm seeing that look really good right now. 70% hit rate also. Maybe something I'll be throwing into my 6-man if it's available. Let's actually take a look. Hunter Green, Zach Wheeler. Nope, see, they don't even offer it. It's because it's too likely to hit for them. So they think that's even a better nerfy, apparently. I guess I understand that because the Mets side of the hitters are dangerous. So anyways, let's get the first one in. The Cabrera McGill, under 0.5 first inning runs. Okay, now let's look at the 3-hitter props today. I generally am not one to take hitter props, but these stats are pretty strong, so let's take a look. Starting with my favorite, Mookie Betts, facing off with Madison Bumgarner. If we look at Mookie's most recent 4 appearances, all either in 2023, like just happened, or 2022. So 4 in a row, he has had at least 1 hit, okay? He had 1 double, 2 home runs, and a single, okay? He had 3 RBIs over 4 of those games. 1, 1, and 1. So over 3 separate games, guys, he has at least 1 hit and 1 RBI. He has extra bases in 3 of 4 games. So, his total bases, 1, 4, 4, 2. With RBIs, in the game where he had a single, he did have an RBI, okay? So Mookie looks incredibly strong for over 1.5 bases, looks incredibly strong for over 9 or over 8 fantasy score, whichever one it was. Let's take a look. Got so many tabs. We're going to take, just for what's on the stream right now, like you saw earlier, I did take both. I would be taking both if I were you as well. We're just going to take the total bases on all of them. Actually, we'll take the fantasy scores. That way if they get walked on, then they have steal upside. Yeah, we're going to take the fantasy scores, guys, for these kind of players. Judge, not so much. But there's your logic on Mookie Betts today. Incredibly strong play. Let's look at Aaron Judge. Where did all his stats go, guys? That's kind of crazy. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, they were just here. I have them on my on my Patreon, so let me read them to you guys. 3 career games versus Creamer. Judge has gone for home runs in 2 of them. He double donged in 1 of those 2 games. Okay. One of the 3 games, he would have been short on total bases with 1 hit for a single, but he did get contact in all 3 games. Like I said, in the other 2, he went yard. So I think Judge is an insanely good play for over his 9.5 fantasy score. 9.5 is kind of a dirty number in baseball. You'll see a lot of 8s and 9s in hitter scores. So when you're looking at 9.5, it's a little dirty, and it might be better to take judge on his over total bases because he's not really got the steal upside, but they will walk Judge a lot. So we want him on base. We want him with the potential to be able to steal, on an error, a pitch that's bad where it gets away and he gets a base off of it. It's all possible money. So let's take the fantasy score. And then last but not least, we're going to be looking at Mike Trout. Facing off with Bassett, an old Mets pitcher. But he has had his way with them recently, at least. So let's look at the just these last. Okay, so this is all really outdated too. Most recent games in 2020. So it's been years since you've seen him. Mike Trout, though, has been one of the hottest hitters in baseball. Let's see if we can pull this up real quick. MLB top hitters 2023. Let's see. This list is ridiculous. Can't search anybody. Okay, well, Trout, let's just look at the last 5. As much as I hate doing this, let's look at the last 5 so you can see what he's been doing. So, Trout has been on a roll, guys, since the start of the year. There was one game prior to this. He did not get on base, I don't believe, the first day of the year. 11, 26, 13, 5, and that number 9 that I talked to you about. 9s and 8s you'll see a lot of. So the number is 9 today. Over the last 2 guys, so I guess this is going to show he's been strong this year, right? He's been strong this year so far. And let's look at the 2 most recent outings he had. So here, he had 1 hit on 3 appearances. He had 2 total bases, so he would have cashed the total bases. He did not. He also had 3 RBIs. Did not score any runs, though. So his double brought 3 guys home. So he cashed his total bases in 1 hit. He cashed his fantasy points with 2, 4, 6 worth of RBIs, and then 5 for the double. So that gave him 11 fantasy points on 1 knock. Okay, game prior, guys. Took him yard. He had 2 at-bats. Took him long on 1 of them. 2 RBIs. So cleared the total bases with 4. Cleared the fantasy score with 14, I believe this is. I think it's 10 for a bomb and 2 for each RBI, something like that. Plus he scored a run there, so 16. And he struck out the other at-bat. Prior to that, it was kind of hit or miss. Here 0 for 2, 1 for 3, 0 for 2, 3 for 3, 1 for 2. So this is all 2015, 2018, 2019, old information. So based on the 3 plays of the hitters, this is probably the least informative as far as history goes, but I do feel like Trout gets it done today against Bassett. With the way he's been hitting so far this year. So that's what I've got for you guys for plays. Whether you want to play it without Trout, with Trout, totally up to you. I firmly believe in these other plays. Another one I guess we could look at on stream while I've got you here. And I've already got the name typed in for the most part. Let's look at Gleyber Torres versus Dean Kremer. What the hell? It's all of the New York stats are down. So Gleyber Torres has also been an absolute monster. But I guess we can't see it for right now. Don't know what's going on with that. But so I guess this is what we'll leave you with, guys. If you want to include the Trout, feel free. If you don't feel like the information on the history was quite enough, I totally understand leaving them off. Like I said, Gleyber Torres, when you can get his stats pulled back up, they are some monsters. So actually, I might just, for the hell of it, drop one in with Torres. Sure, I guess we'll be taking the prop of hits, runs, and RBIs over 1.5. Based off what I saw, I'm totally okay with this. Right now we're gaining information, guys. We're not firing off monster bets. We're just gaining information. So play lightly, have a sweat, maybe make some money, maybe lose some money. Crazy stuff happens early on in the year, but you're gaining information with every lineup you play. So here's what we're cementing. Until the next one, guys, good luck if you're tailing, and peace.